Hey everybody, welcome to another video review by cigarfellas.com. My name is Brent. I'm going to be doing your video review today. And today, we're going to be doing the Little Monsters. Not all of them, but I do have some friends online, and I asked them which one they wanted me to review first. And they said they wanted me to review the Mummy first. So, for those of you that have not seen this box yet, this is the Tatuaje Little Monsters set, and I did take the card out of it. I probably shouldn't have, but if you look in there, you can see that there's all the differences. There's the mummies are here. These are the Wolfman, the Face, the Drac, and the Frank. So today we are going to be focusing on the Mummy, which is the largest vitola of them all as far as length goes. You guys can see how large that is. So we're going to go ahead and reach in and pull one out here. Go ahead and cap back up our box. And you can see the size of that. It's a nice little band in there. It's kind of interesting how this, well, this is really interesting. The foot, I think, is like a cap, and the head, as far as the band's concerned, is like a closed foot, which kind of brings me to the understanding that I'm actually going to punch the cap. This is actually a cap, and the band on these are actually placed at the foot. This is like a closed foot. Really interesting. Kind of threw me off. I was really tempted for a second there just to try to like this, but I can definitely see cap construction. So I'm going to go that route. So let me get this thing fired up, and we'll come back with a little bit more on this Mummy. So here we are. We've lit up the Mini Mum, and man, I mean, you guys can see that I'm outside. Burn is really razor sharp. It's kind of wavy, but the construction on this cigar is really interesting because it's kind of just, it's almost like somebody just took like I guess I get it, Mummy, like an ace wrap, and just kind of like plowed it on there. Very veiny. It's got this huge vein that runs down this side. I mean, it's just monstrous, and it wraps into the wrapper, and I mean, it's just, it's kind of, I don't know, it looks bad really, but it doesn't matter because it's a tat. Who cares what it looks like, you know? But this is the Corolla wrapper. The binder is Nicaraguan, I believe. Let me look at this again. Yep, Nicaraguan. The filler is Nicaraguan, and it is the Corona size. So far, spices, a little dirty. Kind of to dry smoke. Kind of almost makes sense, at least from where I'm at. You know, I mean, maybe I'm looking a little too deep, but kind of like dusty. You know, kind of an interesting flavor, but very good so far. The construction is just great. The roll of this is perfect. I mean, there's no soft spots. It feels great. I was really concerned with you know, the band on here being down at the foot and actually standing up letter-wise on the foot. So, you know, I was a little concerned, like, man, I really hope that I'm doing this right and lighting the closed foot, and I did punch the cap. I was going to cut it, but I figured, you know what, I'll punch it just in case for some reason, you know, I can't figure out a cigar after all this time, and, you know, I didn't want it to unravel or anything like that, so I did just punch it, but burns nice and slow. I really like that. You know, I've had these in my possession for, oh, I don't know, 2 or 3 days. They've been in my 64% humidity humidor, and you know, I did get 2 boxes. I have 2 more coming. One's going out to as a gift. You know who you are, Sweeney. And the other 3 will be, one will be put away for, I don't know, 5-10 years, who knows. And then the other 2 I'll smoke throughout time. But it's a very, very good cigar. It's got real good flavors to it. Little bit of sweet in with the spice, got a spicy sweet flavor. Like I said, real dry smoke. My mouth is dry. I'm not producing a lot of saliva over this. It is warm out, but I am drinking lots of water, so I'm not gonna say one way or the other. But the wrapper itself actually is sucking the moisture right out of me, and it's not dry. You know, it's not under humidified or anything like that by any means. But let me go ahead and smoke down a little bit more of this, and we'll come back with more of the Mini Mum. So here we are, about a third of the way through the Mini Mum, and it's good. It's nutty. It's still got a little bit of black pepper in there. Sweetness kind of subsided a little bit, but the construction on this thing is just amazing. Burn is just perfectly razor sharp. I would say that this is definitely, and I know I don't normally use numbers to describe, but out of a 10, this is easily a 7. Just a great flavor profile as far as I'm concerned. It's a little temperamental. At one point, I started smoking it a little quickly, and it got a little bitter. So I did a purge, a flame purge, and burned out the bitterness. But what a great stick. Definitely intended to smoke slow. I would definitely recommend that anybody that tries to smoke this slow as you can, you know, or at least slow enough to be able to enjoy it without it getting bitter. If it does, then, you know, flame purge. If you guys don't know what that is, basically you blow through the cigar, you light a lighter in front of it, and burn off all of the ammonia or the bitterness that's built up inside of it. And that can just happen from, like I said, smoking it too fast. It could have been because it's a little young. Who knows? We'll do another one in a couple of months, or maybe next year, and we'll do a whole new video review on them, and you know, we'll see where they're at. But all in all, so far, great stick. Still keeping up, Pete. Awesome work, buddy. And I'm gonna smoke down a little bit more of this, and we'll be back with more on the Mini Mum. So here we are, just about the end of the Mini Mum. I know there's a little bit more than an end. I mean, it's not nubbed, but definitely closer to the end than we were before, obviously. Final third. Still great, nutty, with the pepper, the light spices, but it's very smooth too. You know, a lot of times when people say spicy, you think, oh man, you know, but no, really, it's not. It's very smooth and creamy. It's exactly what it is. It's a creamy, nutty, light, spicy flavor, and it's just it's excellent. I mean, the burn is still just perfect. Haven't had any burn issues, even with that big vein. No problems at all. Stayed lit the whole time. Never had to touch it up. You know, outside of that purge incident, which was my fault, I truly believe that. You know, this is great smoke. I mean, even down here at the end, I mean, that's still very firm. It's a little tiny bit spongy, nothing major, nothing that I would say is out of the ordinary for smoking a cigar. The smoke in the concentrate is almost yellowish brown. It's really kind of neat. I don't know if that's come from the wrapper or if it was intended that way, but sitting out here, and I don't know, maybe my contacts are weird, but real rich fluid smoke. I mean, you can just feel it in your mouth, just kind of swirling around. The retrohale is just great. Highly recommend. You know, if you guys haven't had a chance to pick these up, they are going to still be available. As of today is June 20th, 2012. I know that a lot of stores still have these. If they don't, I know that they're getting more. I think they were releasing 10,000 boxes. Definitely one of those things that you want to go for, especially if you're newer to cigars and you know about the Monster series and you haven't quite had that chance to get caught up. You know, with everything else. I mean, it's just like me. I mean, I've got all of the Monster series collected except for the Frank. I've never had a Frank, don't have a Frank, want a Frank. So if anybody out there's got one for sale, hey, please, you know, give this guy an email, and you know, you can reach me at moose@cigarfellas.com. I'm certainly interested in picking one up. You know, all in all, this is a great way to be able to experience the Monster series as a whole, you know, in these box. One thing I did want to show you about the box, and I did notice this as I was taking them out, is on the front, you know, it's got the Little Monsters, but if you open it and you take some of the cigars out, you can see they actually did the drawings on the inside of the Little Monsters. So that's something interesting, you know, for you guys that are out there that are collectors. I am definitely a collector. It is something that I go out of my way to make sure that I get all these cool little releases. Like I said, they all do also come with kind of like a garbage pail kid card, and they have all the Little Monsters on there, as well as there is an extra face card. It's a rare card, and it kind of has Pete Johnson's face on it instead of the baby face itself. But all in all, I'm really excited to review the rest of these cigars, and you will be seeing them coming out this week. I'm going to start reviewing them one, you know, tomorrow and the next day and the next day, and they will be released. So you can expect, like I said, today's the 20th. While you're viewing this, it'll be the 21st. I will get this video out for you guys right away. But until next time, you can check us out on the web at www.cigarfellas.com. You can follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/cigarfellas. Every once in a while, I still hit Twitter, and you can follow me at cigarfellas. And until next time, I'm Moose. Thanks to all the men and women serving in our armed forces that are keeping us all safe, and we definitely appreciate it. No matter where you guys are, we love you all. You guys have a good one.